Mabuhay, this is Bob from Love Beyond the Sea. Today I want to talk about maintenance costs after marrying a Filipina. And this comes from a video I did about a year and a half ago, and you can see the comment there. I forgot the maintenance cost, so it was about was the cost worth it to marry a Filipina? And I'm not sure what this gentleman means by maintenance cost, but let me try to see if I can tell. Here on Love Beyond the Sea, and please subscribe here. This is a channel about marriage to a woman from the Philippines. I got married in 2015, so 8+ years ago. And so that gives me a little bit of experience with whatever maintenance costs there might be. As I said in a recent video, it might have been about $8,500, maybe $10,000 if you count bringing her over, flying her over to America from the Philippines. But as far as maintenance costs, well, I can tell you that it's possible your Filipina might want to work. Now, it's hard for me to tell what percentage actually do, because if I go by the internet, it seems like nobody's Filipina wife works. By the way, please leave comments here on this topic, and check out my affiliate link. I've also written a book, lots of playlists and lots of videos on YouTube. But it seems like the people we know, all of the Filipinas work, every one of them, except for one person, and they have agreed to homeschool their 3 children. If you look online, it seems like nobody works. So I don't know what your impression is as far as marrying somebody, but I can tell you it's not uncommon for a Filipina to come here and work. Now, whatever maintenance costs are involved, which I assume just means the cost of being married to her. I don't think he's referring to getting divorced, because that wouldn't be maintenance costs. So most Filipinas will take just about anything, and that will help. My wife pays for our home mortgage. She pays for all of our health insurances, life insurances, dental insurances, all of that from her employer. She also pays for the phone bill and the cable, and that's not cheap. And she also pays for her own things. I mean, if she goes and buys some clothes or some specialty food from the Philippines, if I'm not there with her, then she just pays for it herself. But if I was there, I would pay for it. So we have a good system worked out. And she now, after working here for 7 years in the U.S., has done so well. She's now a supervisor, so she's getting paid well, but no overtime. And if she was getting overtime, she'd probably be making $90,000, but no overtime. They work a lot of hours, and she's getting valuable experience as a supervisor. She's got that type of ability. And so I'm not saying you should say, oh, I'm not going to marry a Filipina unless she's working, because that will, if she's working, that'll save on maintenance costs. But it is something to consider, because usually if you're in the Western country like America, it really helps to have 2 incomes. I might be on the verge of retiring, but I still have to have income, and my wife still has income, and she would want to work anyway. She said the other day if she won $1 million in the lottery, she'd still want to work. So that's worked out well for us. She's also going to school. Thankfully, that will be over with in a few months, end of December. And then things will settle down. But she's adapted very well to coming here, and she's using her money, not just for our costs, but money back home for the Philippines. Always a controversial topic. I've helped her out with that because I want to. And now we just need to focus on ourselves here, because life is getting more expensive here in America. Economy hasn't been doing so good. Investments haven't been doing so good. And an election year coming up next year, usually things aren't so good either for a while. So as far as maintenance costs, if she didn't work, if your Filipina did not work, then she probably is not going to eat as much as you. So a Filipina probably isn't going to be that expensive there. As far as clothes, she probably wants to check out the thrift stores first over a name brand store for clothes. I know my wife, if she wants to just get away, she's kind of stressed out, she'll go to a thrift store and shop. And that's fine with me. And she always tends to want to, even though she's been here 7 years, she's made a lot of money, she still wants to shop at thrift stores. So chances are the woman you marry will be thrifty, and she will probably try to save food, not waste things. Maybe she'll have some ideas for your family as a couple, you know, to not waste money. And so I don't see maintenance costs being that high. She's not going to really add to the mortgage. She's not going to add to the electricity bill, not going to add substantially to the water bill or the garbage bill. You know, she'll need her own phone. So I don't know, adding another person to your phone, how much that actually affects it. Probably not that terribly much. So I want to know what you think about this maintenance cost of marrying a woman from the Philippines. If she's not materialistic, I don't think there's that big of an issue with the finances, and she may want to work somewhere, even if it's 20 hours a week. She probably doesn't want to rely on her husband or foreign husband to take care of some things back home. So I just think the maintenance fees, at least for me, have not been that high. And like I said, other couples we know, their Filipino wives work. And so that's the way it is in America. You adapt to the culture where you live. So let me know what you think about that. If you want your wife to work to help with saving money, maybe you make enough that she doesn't have to. Well, that's great. Your concern would be that she doesn't get bored and homesick, especially initially, and that she finds a way to find, you know, meaningful, fulfilling things to do and hobbies and interests, and maybe there's more potential for those things for her in the West. So I've waited 8 years about these maintenance costs, and it's been working out better than I would have expected. So just continue to watch here and learn more things about my perspectives about marrying a woman from the Philippines, and add your own. You're free to add comments anytime here on Love Beyond the Sea.